It's a long time coming. Curry chicken, let's get it. Listen, it's not a lot of ingredients. You can see it look like a lot, but it's not, right? And then I want you to notice, this be key, because when you guys reading the ingredient list down below, you'll see it'll say curry powder, but it'll say separated. This meaning some go in one, some go in the other. Now, again, as you can see, it's really not a lot. And the key thing, especially for my new people, is as we need it throughout the recipe, right? As we need it, we put our bowls with our spices, everything pre-measured, we put them together, and then we use them in that order. Hey, with that being said, let's cut. Now, listen, I've already cleaned my chicken, but I want you guys to take a look at this right here. Look at this breast. It depends on the brand, and then sometimes you get some of this fat. For me, I'm gonna trim that off, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these down into like 2-inch, cubes, right? So just taking this, you just wanna take a sharp blade. I kinda like just run it across like this, and this right here, just cut that off. You see that right there? That's what we want to do. I just want to cut these into 2-inch strips, right? That's cool. That's good for me. And I'll probably cut this in half. Now that I think about it, man, you can cut them whatever size you want them to be, but just make sure that if you get them all similar to the same size, they all be cooked at the same time and they ready to come out of there, right? So we say 2 inches, 1.5 inches is good. So I'll just cut it down like this. Take this like this. It's not really no rocket science, I don't want to bore you guys, but again, you know what this channel is about, just helping everybody. You know what I mean? Showing even those who know how to cook, every now and then you'll see something that'll make your life easier. And then if you new, you know what, it'll take some of the fright away. It's just like a visual guide. Hey, super simple, folks. Let me go ahead and get this done, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Okay, so look, as you can see, we got these cut down, right? We're gonna give it a couple of pinches of salt. And this is kosher salt, you guys. And like I say, it's chicken, it'll take a little bit of salt because you want it to taste right? Now we go to the pepper. I always try to use fresh cracked if I can. And to be honest with you, what's in here, every time you guys see me doing it, guess what? This is like smoked, peppercorns. I don't know why, I just never change them out. I need to grab another one so I can get a different, different taste, but it'll work. Now, we're gonna add the curry powder. Now, I'll save a little bit back. It's gonna be a reason, because I'm getting ready to get in here and work this a little bit, so we can get everything to kind of like just transfer, pick up any salt and, fresh black pepper that's on the side. We just keep moving these back. And then I'm gonna add them on, the remainder of the curry powder on there. And if you ain't never had curry chicken before, make this and get back at me down in the comment section below and let me know what you think. Okay, so look, I'm gonna start with a medium-high heat, right? Since we got everything seasoned up, listen, what we wanna do is I'm gonna just say brown it. We're not trying to cook it all the way through, right? So you wanna go ahead and add yourself a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, right? I'm using my hex-clad wok. I like this right here. Okay, so look, I got my oil up to temp, right? So all I'm gonna do is just go ahead and add this to it. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just getting it. I just want to get each piece to be level, on there. I don't want nothing riding over the top or nothing like that. Riding on there, because I want it to all to start to, get some brownness, some color on it, right? So just leave it like that and leave it alone. We only gonna go about 2 minutes. What I did was I set a timer for 2 minutes. For me, I got my heat just right. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my collar. Hey, but anyway, look, I'm just gonna take these and just kind of like just give it a turn, like this. It should smell incredible to you already, right? Now you don't have to do it this way. You can take a spatula and then kind of like turn it over, just kind of like move them around. But for me, I'm gonna do it this way, especially for video purposes, right? And I don't have a whole lot of chicken, right? But I just want you guys to see this, and I want you to see the color that's on the on the other side once I flip them, right? Because listen, if they perfectly cubed, you got a few sides to it. Now, let me go ahead and get these browned up and cooked. Again, we're gonna set another timer for 2 minutes. I like what I see. And then I'm gonna show you the rest. Coming together real nice, folks. Real easy too. Okay, I want you guys to take a look at that right there. That right there is fire. Now it's a little bit on the darker side because I like to use a lot of pepper. For those of you guys who just want to stick like to the recipe, you'll be fine that way. But for me, I like to see that. And I know that pepper takes on a whole new, whole new taste. The flavor profile just kind of like changes once it's been heated up properly and cooked. This is what we want, because after we did the chicken with all of the curry, the salt, and the pepper and all that, and then we cooked it down with the flavor of the chicken, check it out. This here is like, I just call that like the level up right there. That's where we're gonna get a lot of flavor, right? So now that you can see it working, I'm gonna go ahead and just add my onions, right? Now, we're gonna let this go for about 3 minutes, right? On a medium heat, right? You can see it. You see it instantly turn colors, right? That's what we want. It's got a little bit of that curry in there, all of that. Hey, listen to my tone. You can hear how it changed. That right there tell you that, ooh-wee, folks, I enjoy cooking. If you look right there, look, I like what I'm seeing, right? I just wanted to get just a little bit more, translucent, and for them to become a little bit more, soft, right? After that, while that's still cooking, we coming up upon that hour. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and get my press. And for those of you guys who've been watching me know, this right here is the part that I like. So check it out. I don't know why that just satisfies AB, but it's something about that, folks. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just take my grater, right? And I got some ginger, right? Because you don't want to use fresh ginger. Now, I'll just go ahead and just start grating some of this over the top, We just want to get about a couple of tablespoons. Now, most of this is really on the back, Okay, so now we want to just cook that ginger in here with it too. This is what I like to see, folks. Listen, we just building layers of flavor. I put the rest of my ingredients that are getting ready to go in here, and I move them to my cutting board. Why? Because these ingredients here go inside of there, right? So I'm gonna start with my paste. This right here is what makes it so simple when you're in the kitchen, when you got everything measured out and ready to go. I'm gonna start with the chicken broth. Now, if you ever had curry, you know the color it's supposed to be, right? But just wait. We're just giving this just a little bit of a head start. This what gets it really to be on the liquid side, right? And again, it's no order how you do it, but I just like to start this way, especially because I'm recording, right? Now, we're gonna come with the coconut milk. There we go, folks. Look at that there. Now I want to check my fire. I want to come back up to like just a medium flame. We don't want to like cook it too fast. We just want it to heat up gradually. You know what I mean? And we want all of the flavors to like marry. Okay, so I want you guys to look. You can see it starting to like boil, right? Listen, once it does that, look, I'm gonna adjust my heat. I'm gonna bring my heat down to like between like a medium low, because what we want to do is we want to cook it nice and slow. You know what I mean? We don't want it to keep rolling with that boil, right? We're gonna do this for about 8 minutes. After that, I'm gonna show you where the real magic come in at. Check it out. Okay, so look, right around 8 minutes, right? What you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to add your brown sugar. That should have been the last thing that you had, right? Trust me, folks. Just trust me. Add the brown sugar, right? Get this incorporated real quick. And then last but not least, we're gonna come with the chicken, right? You can see it nice and hot. It's up to you guys what you want to do as far as your bite size. Remember that. I like my chicken. I like to be able to, if I'm gonna eat something, I like to just know that I got a nice bite with it. You guys could have cut them down even smaller. You could double this the chicken. Now remember we talked about when we did the chicken about it being cooked. Now you guys got it, right? It will be cooked because we're gonna cook it in here for about 3 to 5 minutes, and that's gonna ensure that it's cooked all the way through. Now, we just want these flavors to just marry inside of here also, but I want you to look at that right there. Look, ooh-wee. Okay, so look, we didn't cook this and let it do its thing. Ooh-wee, folks. Now look, it's chicken curry, but I'm gonna give you guys a heads up. Last time I made this, I made it the same way, but instead of chicken, guess what, folks? I used that beef. Hey, now I'll let you guys tell me what you think about that down in the comment section below. Now, this right here is ready to go. So now all we gotta do is just put a little bit of this in my bowl. Now check it out, you can see I got a bowl. I just pushed the rice on one side, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and just get me a little bit. Now remember, mine are big, right? So we just come over the top, we put it in just like this. Ah, man, Hey, let me know. Talk to me down in the comment section below. You know what I mean? That right there. And let me just get one more piece of chicken. You know, I like mine to be a little bit on the chunky side. But I want you guys to tell me what you think. Then we just hit it with just a little bit of this garnish over the top. Now, you guys can cut your garnish down how you want to do it. I'm just gonna hit it just like that, but just right here, it's gonna be fire. Look, I done let this cool a little bit. I got myself, you know, this spoon, right? But after looking at this chicken and just seeing how big it is, I'm gonna go ahead and use my fork, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and just mix this just a little bit right here. Oh yeah, I love rice. You know what? When it gets next to anything that's liquid, look how it just absorbs it, the color transfers. And when I see the color that way, I know that what it did was, it took that flavor with it too. So, look at that. Meat, chicken, just nice and tender. We're gonna go ahead and hit it like that. Now, I want you to let me know for real. If your mouth ain't watering when you see something like this, something is wrong, folks. Get at me, and I'll get you some kind of ticket so you can go get your brain worked out. Hey, with that being said, check it out. Cheers. Man, the texture is just right, folks. You don't want to overcook that chicken, you know? And then listen, you remember I hit it with that brown sugar? That's kind of like what ties it all is. You gotta trust the process, folks. I'm gonna go in one more time, and then you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy this one. So, again, cheers. Woo! That right there is fire. You guys can look at my plate right now. I done took me a couple of more bites. Hey, this is like super fire. Make this, you know, we make this like at least, you know, twice a month, right? Super easy to make. Listen, it's a lot of flavors, and it's got like a soft, and I want to say it's like a smooth little spice to it, you know. And then what I will tell you, what ties it all in is the brown sugar. Now it's up to you. You guys make it. No, not up to you. I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do. Follow this video, get the ingredients and do it just like that. Now, if you wanna make it over the top, you guys can start, you know, just adding a little bit more spice. But this right here gets you well into the game. To be honest with you, I got something in the works, but this could be sold at my restaurant too. Hey, with that being said, listen, super good. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me just say, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and I want you guys to tell everybody out there, listen, it's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, folks, I'm finna take this hat off. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sweat work, and I'm finna eat, folks. I'm out. Peace.